Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Literary Lord. The topic for today's Friday Thought is how it feels to be bullied. Last time we talked about uh, why the so-called people, or to be more precise and to be more clear, let me say, why the evils, they bully someone for no reason, why this happens. And then we came to a result that they do such things because they have got no feelings, because they have got no emotions, and in order to entertain themselves in a negative way, in order to just think that, oh my god, we are so strong, I can make anyone cry, let's bully someone, let's poke someone, let's tease someone, let's make someone cry, and that will make my fame, that will make my name, that oh my god, he's such a big bully, he's such a big boy. That's a myth. That's a very big myth. People who think like that, they are not doing anything but just hitting axe on their legs, because nature has got some law. That's what we discussed in the last video. Well, this video is all about how it feels to be bullied. Now, in order to cure a problem, we have to understand that problem first. So why a person bullies, then how it actually feels to be bullied. That's also a very great matter of concern, because from there we can get a cure for the feeling which comes after the bully, that humiliation, that depression, that darkness. We can cure it if we really want to do it, if we think about it. So how it feels to be bullied. What is bully? It is some sort of a molestation. It's some sort of an act, it's some sort of an act which is done to humiliate us, to put us down, to make us isolated, that I am so useless. And that's what we feel. That's what the person who is bullied, that's what that person feels. Not just humiliated, not just down, but as if you are so useless, and not just unimportant, but an unwanted object, and not just an object, but a burden on this earth. You get depressed, everything seems to be dark around you, you get hopeless, and you are afraid. That's the most important thing, that you are afraid. That's the most bad thing. You're afraid of what? You're afraid of the humans, the so-called. Because you have got a past. You have experienced something in your past, and you are afraid because of that. You're afraid for the gatherings, for meeting new people, from meeting new people. You cannot do that. Because somewhere inside, you're just so afraid that, oh my god, if someone comes and say that, oh my god, you're so dark, you're so shabby, you're so this and you're so that, and that's gonna put me down again. So I just don't want to meet anyone. I just want to stay confined in my area with certain very few people of myself, and that's it. That's sad. Social anxiety disorder. And this thing, it develops and it gets more hard and hard and hard, and finally people have thoughts of committing suicide, and some people do, some people struggle, some people die just because of depression, and lot many other problems. So this is not actually how you feel. I mean, and the measure of the humiliation, it does not depends on the person who is bullying you, or how you are being bullied, or how much you are being bullied. It depends on your thinking. It depends on your consciousness. A guy who is very less conscious, very much careless, if he is beaten up in the midst of a crowd, maybe he will not feel that bad in comparison to a guy who is very much conscious, very much full of senses, and if he is taunted in front of a public, and they all start laughing at him, that guy might feel so much of depression which in comparison to the guy who has been beaten up, who's been somehow humiliated in a much more worse way, but is a bit careless, is a bit senseless, so that can be very much high than this guy. Because yes, it is how you take a thing. Well, I'm not saying that if someone pokes you, if someone teases you, if someone beats you, just ignore the hell out of him and just don't think about him and you are not depressed. No, how can I say that? It's not that thing. It's not that simple. You don't have to ignore the bully which is happening with you, but just simply one thing, don't let it get inside your mind, inside your heart. I mean, how can a person who is so much away from us, who hardly remembers our name, who hardly knows anything about me, can just judge me and tell me that what I am and what I am not, and what I can be, what I'm going to be, and what I cannot be? How can that person just tell me? How can I accept that? And okay, to some extent, if that person can tell me that what I am, the person who is so far away from me, if that person can tell me that what I am, then why not I can tell myself that what I am, who I am, and what I can be, because I know myself. I know my intentions, I know my attentions, I know my feelings, I know how much conscious I am, I know my plans, I know everything about me. So why can't I teach myself that, hey, let the bullshit go around you. You know who you are. This is the very first thing, because it depends on your feeling. The bully, the humiliation which happens from that bully, it depends on your feelings. So before anything else, we have to teach ourselves, we have to tell ourselves that there is no one, especially those bullies, who are deserving enough to tell me that who I am. So first of all, I have to make myself strong, that I am what I am, and I am improving every single day. I have to do that. There is no other option. That's the very first thing. The very second thing is a very simple thing. You don't have to suffer the bully. I don't know why we have to suffer the bully. You are not raising your voice because you think that if you raise voice, what people would think, oh my god, he's such a weak person, he's such a mama's boy that he is being bullied and he's not fighting back. Okay, if you cannot fight back, just raise your voice. Tell it to someone. In your family, in your friends, even if you have to complain it officially, go ahead, do it. Because suffering bully is bad. It's not good, and it's not just bad. These are just my beliefs, right? These are just my thinkings, just my thoughts. That if you are being bullied, and you can raise your voice, remember, you can raise your voice. But still, if you are not doing that, then what it means, do you really want to be bullied? You are somehow, you're allowing yourself to be humiliated, to be molested. That means you are somehow allowing yourself to be tortured. And since you are allowing that, aren't you the part of that torture which your soul is suffering from? And is that not a sin? So save yourself from a sin, and rather than suffering these bullshit things, this bullying, raise your voice and don't let anyone tell you who you are, because you know who you are. Just remember, you have to be positive and calm and keep going. Thank you so much for being such a patient listener. Love you all. Bye bye.